Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. It's often been said that tomorrow is promised to no one. Well, here is a corollary. Do it while you can. Here are 17 composite examples that you might consider. Or better, use these ideas to evoke your own ideas. For a few years, this woman, we'll just say this woman, thought that her joint pain was just normal aging. It's arthritis, progressing rapidly. On the day of her diagnosis, she started redoing her front yard, mainly with cultivars hybridized by an LGBT person. A carpenter, whose knees and back had long given out, asked his daughter what he could make her as a family heirloom. She asked for a silver chest, and he was delighted. Another carpenter made his living mainly as a carpenter, but as a sideline he played the organ at weddings and was a pianist in a community orchestra. His encore project? Build a gazebo bearing a plaque in honor of his favorite composer, Ravel. A small wooden plaque was affixed to a post at eye level, and it said something that Ravel had said, a quote from him, "The only love affair I've had is with music." A 75-year-old novelist, while in good health, recognized that his being fully compos mentis was only going to last for so long. Rather than write his sixth novel, he decided to write a biography of Jennifer Doudna. She's one of the pioneers of CRISPR, that's gene editing to prevent and cure disease. He said, "I don't want to look to the future. I do want to look to the future, not write my memoir, which would be of little interest and probably come off as narcissistic." Conversely, an octogenarian is putting together a genealogy-based family album. She came from a long line of bankers. She wants to title it The Good Bankers. A watch and camera repair person was just diagnosed with Parkinson's. He wants to cut a diamond once in his life while he can. A director of development for a nonprofit was diagnosed with early-stage heart failure. He has let his colleagues know and urged them to tell him when they feel he should be replaced. In the meantime, he's initiated a grand finale project, a campaign to fund a new headquarters building, and he's started grooming his successor. A cost-conscious homemaker redecorated her sewing room with loosened purse strings. In the newly decorated room, she created a needlepoint pillow emblazoned with an image of her grandchildren. A graphic artist long made a living with freehand drawing. She decided to, for the first time, learn to use Adobe Illustrator, at least learn it well enough to make a poster for an unpopular cause that she deeply believes in. For her 85th birthday, a woman threw a big bash with, quote, "food that actually tastes good, hot dogs with buns, and cheesecake for dessert. Absolutely no vegetables," she said. This guy enjoyed talking politics, but never got involved. At age 82, though, he decided to join the political party's local committee. At age 77, another guy entered the Beta Breakers race for the first time. While he knew he would be walking, not running, all he cared about was finishing. He did. A woman is a self-described, quote, "old hippie," a long-time meditator. She had gone on day-long group meditations, but now decided to do a week-long one, as well as to try a microdose and maybe even a full dose of a psychedelic. A serial entrepreneur who made his money in industrial acids, scrap metals, and the like, decided to start an online business in which he bought books at a Friends of the Library book sale, lots of book sales, not just one, and sold them on Amazon. Habitat for Humanity builds homes for the poor in each country that surrounds Israel, Lebanon, Jordan, and Egypt, but not Israel itself. He said, "I will lobby Habitat until they do." His prostate cancer had spread. This is another person. His prostate cancer had spread, and his doctor gave him only a month or so until he'd need to be on opioids. He decided to give a talk to his family, recorded on YouTube, about, quote, "my most deeply held views that I've heretofore been too timid to state." And finally, a computer programmer who had always worked on mundane projects such as the back end of donor databases decided to create an app game in which a psychotherapist tries to cure the patient. So, is there an encore activity that you would like to do? You want to share an idea from this post with an older person? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like if you hit the share button below, share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.